Hey guys,
My name's Gus.
and my name's Zac, and this is Zac and Gus episode 8. As you would have realized,
episode.
it's the episode.
It's actually the Han, Gus, and Zac show.
Yeah, we have our good mate Hugh from school on,
Yep.
and it gets real bad. It is really explicit.
Zac thinks it's worse than the Zac and Gus and Zac show. I'm inclined to disagree, but I haven't listened to it. I've only been in it.
We just finished recording this, but there is a lot of time spent playing the porn game from...
Yep. So if you don't like explicit content, just skip to next week where we'll be discussing some saucy Kyle Sanderlands content.
Yeah, because the Kyle Sanderland 60 Minutes thing has happened, but of course we had to put this episode in instead. I will, if you don't like the idea of the porn game, I will put the timestamps when it starts and finishes in the description.
And that will just be us after that talking about memories from our friendship with Hugh.
Yeah, it is a good episode, and there are some nice little storylines around it. Episode. We hope you enjoy, but in the meantime, we've got a Facebook page.
Go hit it up.
Zac and Gus.
Don't look at the YouTube channel and just pretend every episode is up. They'll be up soon. Some things are going on, alright?
There is an Instagram page and, unfortunately, a TikTok.
Woo!
What else do we have that we need to plug?
Nothing, and that's without further ado.
We literally started the Zac and Gus show like this. You said without further ado.
Oh,
we need to think of another way to start
into
it.
the news. This is not Keemstar. This is a podcast. Let's get into the episode, guys.
This is Zac and Gus,
the podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 8 of the Han, Gus, and Zac show.
That's right, this is the episode. We have a special guest in Hugh.
I don't want to be here.
Is that what you want to start?
We've been saving that joke for a while.
Like seconds before we started, Angus says to me, I want to start, but only for one reason, and it was literally to say, yep. As soon as we called Hugh to book in this, we were like, oh, the episode.
Good episode.
I'm not disappointed, actually. It was quite nice, but I can't laugh at that joke.
It's pretty on brand.
So, for everyone, obviously, you may not know who Hugh is. Hugh has been referenced in almost every radio show we've ever done.
And he was referenced a bit in the first episode of the podcast in relation to noodle eating habits.
But we're not going to get onto that yet. Hugh has been our friend since year 7 in 2015. The three of us were pretty good friends until someone decided to drop out.
Not naming any names.
Hugh,
Yeah, man.
piece of shit,
Oh,
drop
you know
out.
what? I did drop out, I dropped out to be a
Works
doctor.
at KFC now. Let it pays it.
And we've got many stories with all three of us.
Do we?
Which we've all prepared a lot of.
Do we have
It was
any
like a
stories?
3-second look from Angus to me as he realised that he hadn't planned
That
shit.
was a lie. Anyway, that's not important. We'll have some stuff to talk about, some memories to talk about, but also Hugh insisted that we bring up a very special game back to the show.
Are we starting with the game?
porn game! Oh,
Yes,
shit!
that's right. Adult entertainment category or not will return. Hugh just dropped his cup.
And that game will return it's the end. We do not want to bring this game.
This is the last edition, and
So if you have any hopes of ever being a guest on the Zac and Gus show,
don't ask us to bring this game back. We brought it back for Hugh because we love him long time, but this is the last edition.
the porn game is never coming back.
Wow.
Because it's a struggle.
It's so hard to make because it's so hard to find new categories, and also it's just not something that most people want to listen to.
There are a lot of fucked up people out there, and there should be many categories which just seem impossible and non-erotic at all.
The thing is, the world of porn,
Surprises.
there is nothing that isn't porn.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's so hard to come up with a fake porn category because nearly everything has been made into porn.
Even beds.
That's what people have sex in.
Yeah, but do people have sex with a bed?
I don't know, quite likely.
You can do that your own research. in your own
Okay,
time.
okay, I will search.
And in addition to how hard it is to find categories that are fake, you don't know what to search for to find real stuff.
Yeah, I always just search for weird categories, and then A lot of, like, when I'm low effort, I just go through articles. Sometimes I do a bit more deep research.
Oh yeah.
So Angus, did we go through articles today?
I
or we
have
done deep
definitely
research?
done so much. No, I prepared all of this on the train ride here, so
I think that's deep research. Hopefully it didn't play out loud.
I really didn't want to watch porn on the train, so
Are we playing it now or are we waiting till later?
Let's play it now. I want to play it now. This is the only not the only reason.
Literally, as soon as show 1 came out, we were like to Hugh, oh, you can also listen to the radio shows. And he's like, I want to play the porn game.
Because I think I'll be an expert on it.
it's also probably the only thing you know about our shows. like-
Exactly. It's not like okay. I think everyone should listen to the Zac and Gus show. It's very good. But I have not been a very avid listener.
We're not putting this in.
Yes, we are. Why
Oh.
You
not?
put it in everything I say.
You
will
gotta
put
keep
it in.
the episode uncensored, Zach.
The
Only the
episode is
truth. Only the
uncensored.
truth.
It's staying
I mean,
uncensored.
I'm not offended by the fact that a lot of my friends don't want to listen to me making a podcast, because if my friends started a podcast, I probably wouldn't listen to it. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, neither would I.
great
Considering I'm not listening to the
advertisement for the
podcast.
show.
Well, I'm just talking about like friends. Like, obviously, we want to expand our audience outside of that.
Yeah, good point.
It is kind of boring to just.
And you know
only
what?
have
We're
friends.
not going to expand it playing the porn game with Hugh.
It will.
No, but we have big plans for the future of the show.
We do, actually. We have very big plans that are still kept secret.
Still a secret. Anyway, let's launch right into this.
Ooh, adult entertainment category or not?
Naughty, naughty.
Okay, that is the adult entertainment category opener.
Yeah, it's a pretty good opener. It's,
Yeah.
I think, the first opener this show ever got, isn't it?
Well, it would have to be because it was the first game the show ever played.
Oh, except for the actual opener to the show itself.
The first opener to not include our friend Dane, but that's irrelevant. Hugh, I have 6 categories and Angus has 6 categories. This makes up a total of 12 categories. Obviously, get more than 6 right, and you're a winner. We don't have a tiebreak.
Zach's categories are probably going to be rather challenging, whereas mine will be very easy because I put little to no effort in.
Okay. I prepared my whole life for this. My 17 years of living, I've dedicated to this. I will get all 12
What are the
right.
stakes here? What happens if you lose?
If I do not get more than 6 right,
You lose.
That's called a win, yeah.
I will shout both of you sometime to a Macca's lunch.
Okay.
So this is another fast food meal being given away on the show.
Yeah.
Oh. Has this happened before?
This has happened twice. Which really shows that you don't listen to our podcast, because we've only been making this for like 2 months now-ish, and there have been 2 games that have involved fast food
And
prizes.
the giving away of, yeah.
Well, every time Zach keeps spamming me on Instagram, hey Hugh, listen to podcast, episode 3 is out, episode 4 is out. And it was like, this guy is so obnoxious. Yeah, I've listened to it. I listened to it for 5 minutes, I give some feedback, and he thinks I listened to it, and I was like, you know what, this is good, this is done.
Great.
You know, and your Graveyard FM, I have, you know, really never tuned in for that.
Yeah, we know. We've called you before on the show. Okay, Angus, am I starting or are you
You
starting?
can start. We'll
Sweet.
start off on a good note.
Hugh,
Yes,
we're going to start off with the category of American flag. Is it real or is it fake?
the American flag.
Is it a category for porn?
I'm imagining some hot blonde babes having the American flag covering their body and waving it around, flashing their tits, so I think that it is a category.
Wow.
I told you!
You got one right.
And that was a very easy one. I
Yeah,
mean-
we're starting off
Yeah.
easy. I promise you, it gets trickier.
Okay, Hugh, is the adult entertainment category Red Rhapsody real or fake? What comes into your head when you think of Red Rhapsody? What do you think that would entail in video form?
I'm thinking of a lolly. Like a lolly that they're eating, like sexually?
Like a red lolly?
I'm not too sure.
Why does Red Rhapsody make you think of a lolly?
I guess it sounds like a red raspberry lolly.
Yeah, it
Yeah, I
sounds
guess,
kind of
yeah.
like a chupa chup thing.
Chubba
Yes.
chop.
A choppa chop. Chupa chop?
Chubba chop.
Choppa chop.
Well, Hugh.
I think it's not a category.
Well, Hugh, I hate to say it is real and it ain't no chuppa chup. It is the category of menstruation porn.
Ew.
Oh,
Porn.
Red Rhapsody.
In and around getting your time of the month.
Oh, I hate this
That's
so much.
disgusting.
Yeah. But what do you really expect out of this segment? Do you expect do you expect any of these to come along and
I
just like,
expect nothing
delicious?
less. I'm very satisfied. Let's keep going.
Next one up is crayon.
Yes, that is one.
Fake.
What? As if they don't use red crayon and Crayola shit to draw over their tits and like be. Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like
look at-
crayon wouldn't go into the body properly.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Sharpie and stuff.
That's
would.
sharp.
Anyway,
Yeah.
you talked a big game for someone who is 1-2 down.
Wow.
I mean, there's a lot of opportunities here to get back on top.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hugh, this is when it really shines through how little effort I put in.
Yes.
Because this game has like changed format a few times.
Yeah, so at first it was...
2 categories, which one's real, which one's fake.
Hmm.
So I kind of always prepare it with that format in mind, even though we don't do it like that now.
No, don't tell me
Now it's like a true or
you
false.
did this on the Gus and Zac
I'm
episode.
aware, but
Oh.
I was drunk on the Gus and Zac podcast.
Were
so-
you?
Yes.
Oh, I hate this.
Hey, you had alcohol too, so you can't talk
One
about it.
drink.
Zach is a lightweight drinker.
I had one drink. I
Zac
was
is such a
perfectly
lightweight
sober
drinker.
for the
And
Gus
Zac was drinking as well.
Okay, fair. So 3 of 3 posts on the show were drinking. But that...
Anyway, that's not the point.
So you're
Hugh is the category Blue Rhapsody. Real or fake?
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm very. The first thing that came into my mind. So I think, first of all, I think that it's that it is probably fake.
I wonder how you got that much.
But I'm very concerned because if you looked at me disappointingly when I said it was fake because it was real, I was really thinking of blue waffles. And having sex with blue waffles just sounds very disgusting. So I'm glad that it's not A.
You don't know if Blue Waffles is in a porn category.
Yeah, but this is not Blue Waffles, this is Blue Rhapsody. So to confirm,
It is fake.
it is fake. You are correct.
Oh, who would have seen that one coming?
Yes.
I am so
that's not
disappointed
what
in you.
No,
That's
that I stand by the fact that, well, no, obviously I wasn't planning this, but that was kind of better content than if I had put effort in, just because of how much you both laughed when I said it.
I'm so disappointed in you.
Well, you can cut this out, but I'm kind of just laughing for the comedic effect.
Oh, wow. We're not
Okay,
cutting
that's
that out. That's
staying.
staying
Okay,
in.
but it was kind of funny. Okay, it was kind of funny.
Best review for the show. It was kind of funny. Okay, Hugh, you're 2 for 4. Is trash.
2 for 4?
Yeah, you
Can
got.
we advertise the show with that line now? The
No.
Zac and Gus podcast was kind of funny. And go.
It's 2 out of 3. I only got 3 wrong.
No,
Yeah.
we've done 4. I'm literally counting it on my
2
phone.
out of 4. Sorry, yes.
Good lord. Does this man know how to count?
Well, I did drop out. You guys did say that I dropped out to the KFC.
Oh,
That's
yeah, you
true.
did. What was the 4th one? Did you just read it out?
Yours was the 4th one. Cause
Mine was
yours
the
was
4th
supposed-
one. Didn't you start?
yeah.
He started.
So I
then
started.
You did.
Yours should be
He
the
did-
4th one.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And that's what that's what happens when you drop out to work at KFC. You can't count to 4.
Neither of you can count, and only one of you
What
dropped
happens
out.
when they order 4 spicy chicken wings things?
He goes, "Oh, just pick up some and hope."
I just grab like so many that it like couldn't be not enough, but it's just always too much.
Okay, so
Right.
this is number 5. Do you want to dispute if it's number 5 or not?
No, it's number 5.
Trash can, real or fake?
Well, I think that it is fake.
Fake. You think trash can porn doesn't exist?
I believe that it does not exist.
Trash can porn is real.
Have you watched it, Zach?
No, I did all my research on a bus too. I'm
Did
not
you
fucking-
How
read
do
a
you research
description?
this?
Do you know any details? Because I always like to go into a monologue about the category after I.
Yeah. No. So from what I saw, they were either on or in the trash can.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Or- or
what are they doing when they're in it?
Fucking. What else do you expect?
Wait,
Like,
like,
how
do you mean
does that work?
Do you mean
How
like a
big is that
dumpster?
trash
Like
can?
a dump? Like
no,
a
like
big
there were
dumpster?
actual trash can videos.
Yeah,
Like-
but
like a-
if
like
you're
a- like a
inside a trash can, you can't have sex with someone who's outside the trash
There's
can.
oral sex.
Oh, so it's like glory hole. It's not trash can. It's glory hole.
No, they were on top of the can, like they were inside the can with their mouth out.
That's disgusting.
Wait, so it's like, oh, look at that homeless guy in the trash can. Could I have a gobby, mate?
No, it's obviously scripted. Have you never seen porn?
Not all of it.
Fair. Okay.
Anyway, all right, Hugh, it's time for category number 6. Am I
Okay.
right? Can I count now?
Yeah, you can.
Yes.
call
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It's gonna be green Rhapsody.
Red Rhapsody, Blue Rhapsody, Green Rhapsody, Orange Rhapsody.
He's just got the colours
Pink
of the
Rhapsody.
rainbow.
All right, Hugh, is the category jizzing on game cartridges real or fake?
Out of anyone, you've got to know this, you gamer boy.
It is. It has to be a real category.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I know it. It has to be. It sounds like
This was like,
your expression gave it away.
yeah.
I feel like.
I mean, that was my favorite part about prepping. I was so scared because like when I started preparing, I was like 20 minutes away from meeting Zac. So I like was really worried I wouldn't be able to get it done at all. But when I saw jizzing on game cartridges, I knew everything was gonna be okay.
It is very. It's one of those that it sounds totally fake, but you just know that it's real.
Okay, so we're halfway through, and Hugh, you're at 3. So you're going
3
well.
out of 6, and now it's 7. Okay.
Real good counting
Yeah,
skills for the
I
year
have been
12 method
practicing.
student. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
We've got for category 7 mummies. So that's not actual mums. That's mummification mummies. So wrapped in bandages.
I believe it is.
Correct.
I think I've done that one before. Just calling you out.
What was that? Sorry.
I think I've done that one before.
Have you?
Because you were calling me out on a bunch of mine
Yeah.
being repeats earlier, so I'm just gonna.
On the bus. I read you out all my categories on the bus. You should have pointed that out.
Oh, I don't think I was listening. Oops.
Well, you
Okay,
guys
so
can't ask me.
if there is audio from a radio show of Angus doing mummies, I'll do it. And my answer here. But if you heard nothing, then it wasn't actually in the show.
Okay.
Well, out of my experience listening to
Shut up! You
a
haven't
grand,
listened
a
to
grand
any.
total of 30 minutes of like 2 episodes, I think they hasn't been.
Who granted this kid a spot on the show?
both of us. In fact, we went to him and asked him to come on.
Exactly, and you were talking about how I was begging you, knocking on your door. I was not. See, I mentioned it once. I was like, it is kind of funny. You'll be pretty cool to be on your show. And now Zac is coming over. And he's like, Hugh, can you please be on our show for tonight? I can't stay at your house.
We were very content desperate this week.
That was horribly boring, and it's not making it.
Yeah.
already-
Okay. We're still playing this game, so
it is so long into
to
it.
let the lack of effort from me shine through once more, only Zac's gonna pick up on this because he heard my original categories that I got rid of because they were repeats.
Oh no!
And this is kind of just the opposite of one of those. Hugh is Cars Fucking Dragons. A real category.
I cannot believe how fucking lazy you are.
Okay, to be fair, Zac, I had 20
Cars
minutes. If I was lazy to leave it to that point, but at that point, I couldn't have put more effort in
How
than I
does the
did.
car fuck a dragon?
That's a
Does
very
it
good
stick it in his
question.
exhaust
That's a
pipe?
great question. No.
Don't give him any clues.
No,
He's
the
meant to be
car
guessing.
is fucking the dragon, not the dragon fucking the car.
Oh, okay. So since that a car doesn't have any reproductive organs that I can think of, I believe that it is fake.
You are correct, and the only reason that was
Are
in
you
there is
sure?
because I originally had in my real categories Dragons Fucking Cars, which is a real one, so I just switched it around to make a fake one, which is Cars Fucking Dragons.
I'm so disappointed in you.
Why is dragons?
Dragons Fucking Cars is real.
So it is an exhaust pipe.
Yeah, the one video I saw, they kind of just stuck it in the boot because it was like a massive dragon dick.
Nice.
Oh my god. Oh, this is disgusting.
We should keep going now.
Hugh
I can never look
literally-
at my Hot Wheels again.
Hugh literally said at the start of the show, is this possible to get taken down? I fucking think so now.
No, I don't think... Well, obviously this is an explicit episode.
Oh, 100%.
Are there rules?
Well, having a
It's the
big dragon
internet.
cock stuck in the boot of a car shouldn't be bannable.
I mean, there's no one central podcast authority, is there?
No, yeah, you're true. But I guess Apple could take us down. Like, they could, individual sites
Yeah,
could
but
take us.
Apple isn't unless they have an AI listening to everything and be like, oh, dragons fucking cars, that's not on. That's
I
a
don't
bit
think-
too far, boys. Jizzing on game cartridges was fine, but you just went over the line with cars fucking dragons.
Okie dokie. I don't even know what Hugh's up to now.
I think I'm on 4.
Yeah, I think so too. Cookie Monster. Real or fake?
That is real. Cookie Monster?
There's no Cookie Monster porn.
Why did you come up with that as a fake?
If it exists,
Do you
it has
want there to
porn
be
on it.
Cookie Monster porn, Zach? You
No,
try
so
to...
my research method was going onto an object generator
Ah.
and finding objects, and then a cookie jar popped up, and I was like, oh, Cookie Monster.
That
and I
is-
researched it. There is one Cookie Monster porn video, and it is Hot Latina fucks the Cookie Monster.
That is a.
It's not a category if there's only one
It's not a
video.
category, it's only one thing, yeah.
There's like
Oh.
one video of people
But
doing literally
Why
anything.
didn't they make a part 2 of Hot Latina fucking Cookie Monster? There would have to be a category.
I don't know, I'll ask the producers.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck,
this
it'll
is
be
like
like
such a long shot game.
All right, let's rush through
Let's
this last
go-
part.
We don't want this to be. As the hosts of the show, we do not want this anymore.
Hugh, scarfing, real or fake?
Scarfing.
Scarfing is in a scarf that you wear around your neck and ing.
That sounds like something that you could get choked with, so I think yes.
You are correct, and that is what they use it for. At
Ah.
the point of climax. Oh,
I don't think you needed to do that.
We got a visual demonstration of Angus orgasming there.
It's disgusting. I don't want to look at it again.
it's pretty much autoerotic asphyxiation, but
With a
the
scarf.
porn genre for that.
Yeah.
The
Well,
Karen version.
So I did think that had to be a porn category.
Angus, I'm really, really hoping that you've actually got a hard last one. Because at the moment, Hugh's guessed 4.
5.
4 out of 5 of Angus's and 1 out of 5 of mine.
My last
Yeah.
one is again the opposite of one of the ones that I took out.
Okay, well then maybe that gives a possible amount of hardness for Hugh.
I don't know. All right, wait. So is it?
I'll go.
You go. All right.
Rubber duck.
Real.
Fuck. Yes,
Yes!
it is real.
It has to be real.
Rubber ducks are just too prolific for someone not to have shoved
Exactly.
one up their
It's
ass.
super, like popular kind of thing,
Great.
right?
I don't know.
Well, yeah. There we go.
They probably make rubber duck fleshlights. Let's be real.
The fuck?
I don't think.
I'm
they
just
do.
saying they probably do. There are whole factories that make like realistic horse dick dildos. So I'm pretty sure there would be a rubber duck
You know
fleshlight
those.
somewhere.
You know those chicken that you squeeze and it goes like that. I think
Yep.
that should become a flashlight.
I totally agree, Hugh.
Who the fuck thought you would be good for creating products?
That'd
Myself.
sell. That'd sell.
And
Go on
Angus?
Shark Tank with that shit.
Yeah, I would go to Shark Tank and I would get investment for that because that sounds like a really good idea. If every time you're like,
when you come, you squeak.
yeah, and it goes like that, and then that will bring you great, satisfaction.
are aware when you're wanking because you just say.
All right, to bring us to the end of the final ever edition of adult entertainment category or not. Not that I haven't said that before, but this time I think it is actually
I
the
don't
truth.
ever want to bring it to a show or a podcast again.
Real or fake? Anal sounding.
What?
Anal sounding. Like S-O-U-N-D.
Sounding. Oh, I thought you meant sanding.
No.
that would
oh, no,
That sounds
no.
so painful.
That would hurt, but it's probably real.
Anal sounding? Can you is it okay if you explain to me what sounding means? Because I'm having not a clear judgment
As
of this.
far as I know, in sound, sounding is to insert something into something. As far as I know, I'm not entirely
Anal
sure on
sounding. So it's like insertion.
There's
Well,
a-
there has
I feel like there's a specific description.
But I think that this sounds too real. No, this sounds too real, so it must be fake.
Is that your final answer?
My final answer is that it is real. I think it could be real.
You literally went from fake to real in 10
Yeah,
seconds.
I know, but
This is for the win, or will Zac and Gus win?
Is this actually for the win?
No.
Well, if he gets it right, he's won. If he loses it, it's a tie, and we'll have to go into a tiebreaker.
Ah, I see.
Well, in that case, I will stick to my gut instinct and say it's fake.
You are correct.
Yes!
You just won. You've completed all your life goals. You
Yes!
won adult entertainment category
I
or
will be a
not.
doctor now.
No, you
Yes,
will not.
my Asian dream.
That's it. This is like equivalent to passing your
ATAR.
VC, passing your ATAR.
no.
What the fuck?
Fuck. I'm the dropout, and I'm
Neither of us
not
know
even.
what's
Getting
happening.
accepted into
No,
a
I'm
good
talking about the
university,
big
sure.
medical test that's famously like really hard to do.
Oh, the UMAT.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is equivalent. Winning ACON is equivalent to getting your UCAT pass.
Well,
so.
I mean, I think that most people who attend the UCAT and pass won't know about this. They
yeah,
will not get.
it's a
this
little it's a
many.
little loophole if you just want to go fucking kill someone because you don't know how to do surgery. They'll just let you straight in. Just go into the doctor's office, just go into the hospital, play them that clip from the podcast, and they'll be like, yeah, into surgery room
Hey,
3.
anal sounding is fake. You are such an expert on
And the
medical.
reason anal sounding was in there is because I had a real category which was urethral sounding.
Which I think you played literally against Gus and Zac.
Yeah, so Zach told me I'd done that, so I took it out. But yeah, urethral sounding is real, and it is the act of inserting something up your pee hole.
Oh, that sounds unpleasant.
Yeah, but it must be pleasant because people do it.
Isn't that what they do
debatable.
in hospitals though? Because like
No, fuck no.
No, they attach. Wait, I don't know if they actually attach it into your pee hole, but there's like these little tubes that like so you can pee without getting off because like you're
Dr. Hugh.
like
I hope you meant pee so you don't get off the bed and pee. Not,
Yeah, you don't
not
get
pee so you don't orgasm as you
yeah,
pee.
yeah. So you
Bro,
get
I
off
find
the
it
bed.
so hard to pee without getting off these days. I don't go to public urinals anymore because as soon as it comes out... Oh, this is terrible. Let's move on.
This is one fun
That-
podcast.
That's the end of that. That is the end of
No,
an
I will
era
miss that. I
of
will
Zac and
miss that.
Gus
I
content.
want to hug Gus because finally... Actually, no, we can't because social distancing.
Yeah. Please stay 1.5 meters away in my household.
Oh, okay.
Do we have
All
anything
right.
else planned for the show, or do we just go home?
I think we can just stop and play PUBG.
No.
No.
So we thought it'd be nice to reveal some stories and some memories from when we had friendship with Hugh at school.
Had friendship.
Yeah, we don't know who you are now.
Oh, okay, yep.
And I just wanted to bring it up first because people will have noticed the title of this episode and the possible, if I've managed to figure out how to do it, different cover art of this episode.
Can you do that?
I can.
What do you have as a title? What would you have?
That's irrelevant. Hugh, in year 7, I confronted you and Angus about a podcast that we should all do that I don't know how the fuck I was going to record it. I
I
really want.
remember. It was in our IT class.
Yeah, it was the Han, Gus and Zac show.
Yep.
Yeah, and...
No one was keen.
No, I was keen. I just don't think...
I didn't even know how to speak English properly at the time. I was like, oh, ching chong.
Plus, like, where were we going to record it? What were we recording it with?
Yeah, looking back, it would never have worked because you can't multi-channel record on Audition. But imagine if we figured out how to do it and how shit it would sound.
Oh, it would have been terrible.
Would be
You were really squeaky.
squeaky. Oh, 100%. Like, I'm still squeaky
Yeah.
now, but imagine a 5 years younger squeaky
Yeah,
sound.
I was
Was
baby
this-
sounding, and then Angus sounded.
How
the same.
long ago was it that we were talking about doing that? That was before we
That was-
were with Sin, wasn't it?
What, the Han, Gus and Zac
Yeah.
show? Literally year 7.
That was that was in
Holy
year 7.
shit, I
You
didn't
know,
know it was that long ago.
So we created
Created
it.
it class. You know the IT class?
Yeah.
We learned
Oh,
Photoshop?
Bleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We created, or I created a shitty Photoshop version, which was literally just a gradient and 3 different fonts.
Yeah, I saw like when you sent that to me. I was like, "Wow, it's good." This show never became a reality. My font was literally the GTA font.
Yes! It was so horrible, but yeah, I just remember that. Do you regret not pairing up with us, Hugh, and creating a podcast? Because look where we are now. We average a podcast a week.
Look where we are now. I work at KF fucking C.
Holy shit.
You wish
I
you
make $16 an hour, son.
Oh, when I worked at KFC, I only made $10.95
But
because I was 15.
were you working part-time?
Yeah.
I only work casual.
Oh, okay.
Which makes it really hard for the podcast when Angus is like, I can't take days off because they'll fire me.
It wouldn't be easier for the podcast if I had to work every day, though.
Fair.
At least I only have to work 2 days.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, I think that I don't regret it. Because
You
maybe in
don't-
the future...
I feel like we should maybe ask that question to Hugh when we're actually successful, if that day comes.
Okay, Hugh. You're probably going to move to China. And do whatever the fuck you want to do there. But we will find your international number and we will call you.
I will,
And
I
you
promise.
will be on 1019 The Fox / other big radio stations, because let's be real, if Nova offers us, we're not going to turn it down.
Mate, if anyone offers us to pay, us to turn up on the radio, we're fucking taking it.
Oh, absolutely.
The question was not if you regretted being our friend. Do you regret not joining the podcast?
Well, quite frankly, I do not regret.
Well, it's not like if he was on the podcast, we could not be friends. Like, oh, we never talk to this guy, but once a week he comes and we just record a podcast together.
Oh god.
Well, I think that maybe one day, if you guys make it like real famous and real big,
You just want a free ride.
I would be like, hey, remember me? Yeah, remember me.
He'll be
I would
knocking on
your
the
podcast.
windows.
I would beg you. I would get down and beg you for me to be on your show. But as of now, I appreciate that. You know, you guys let me here, but I think I do not regret.
Thank you for appreciating that we let you into your own house.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank you.
so I think the idea of this episode was to talk about some memories from our friendship, and
to inform people who Hugh are and give a bit of an insight into the Hugh.
It's a bit late because we're like 35 minutes in. Something
it's
like
all
that.
good.
Yeah,
Anyway,
good point.
I have one particular memory I want to share with you guys
Okay.
right now.
Okie dokie.
Every plant can do this fundamental process, and we can call this brush your toys at noise.
I
didn't see that coming.
I forgot. We did this. When
Yeah.
did we do this?
That
we
was
had
when
a sleepover at your
It
house.
was the sleepover at mine.
So that was the very first sleepover we had ever had.
Yeah.
I reckon we put that video up on our Instagram.
I had it on my Instagram.
Yeah, we
Still.
can
Yeah.
definitely get it.
We'll get it, and we'll put it on the Zac and Gus
It's archived.
Instagram.
It's
But it was
archived.
essentially there was this.
Photosynthesis song.
Yeah, there was a
Yes.
photosynthesis song that we got played at school, which was
Every plant can do this fundamental process, and we can call this photosynthesis.
Do you want me to just cut in
And
the
then-
original audio?
yeah, probably. Well, that would be where the original audio was, and So Zac and Hugh came over to my house for a sleepover.
Yep.
And after many arguments over mattresses,
Which we'll get to in a second because I wanted to bring this up.
Yeah.
we were brushing our teeth, and I think it was Hugh.
It would have been
just
Hugh, yeah.
Changed the song to make it brush your toys at noise.
It would have been me because I remember the way that I said it was super, super Chinese.
Yeah.
It was a really Chinese
Yes.
song. And I did forget about it just then, but it come back to me. And I remember that we had a fight over the mattress, and in the end, I ended up sleeping like perpendicular to like one of your guys' like asses, and like the toes were like near me
So-
as well.
Okay,
what
so I
happened?
remember there was the mattress, and then there was the mattress base, which was like hard as fuck.
Yeah.
And Hugh didn't want me to sleep on the mattress,
Yeah.
which is fair enough. I
Hugh
invited you
demanded the
guys
whole
over.
mattress to himself.
But, yeah, so what ended up happening? Were we all on the one mattress, or were you and Hugh on the mattress and I was on
So
the...
what happened was Hugh wanted the mattress, so we pulled a sneaky on him. We pulled the top mattress off. Me and you agreed to share the top mattress. We sent Hugh on the base mattress, which is uncomfortable as fuck.
Well, it's not a mattress. It's literally like it
was like
looks.
spring
It looks
bed.
like a mattress, but it's just got wooden planks in it to hold the actual mattress up.
So Hugh realized what a scam it was,
Yeah.
and he's like, "I'm on your bed." So there's three of us sleeping. Like Angus and I got good position, and Hugh's at our feet. And keep in mind, Angus and I are tall, So Hugh was literally having to deal with one foot in his mouth and one at his toes. And I vividly remember being a dick, and you had your mouth open, and I shoved my toe in your mouth.
What the fuck? I kind of do remember that. I don't know, but wasn't that the Wait, did we have a second sleepover, or was that the one where we were
We've
like?
only ever had one sleepover together.
I can't blame
Really?
you guys for not wanting to come back to that.
I didn't want to
house.
go back, but I was saying if you guys invited me, like, did we not talk about a second one at all?
I think it was just too traumatizing.
You've got to remember, this was, I would say, end of term 1, year 9, when I, like, literally about a term before Angus left.
Yeah, I would have been gone.
Oh yeah. But you still had your long hair though.
No,
yeah,
you-
I had my long hair, but that would have
Yeah.
been just before it got cut, and then.
or
other
maybe
things
you had already
happened.
cut it.
No. You
No,
still
I
had your
remember.
long hair.
I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
the video. I had long hair. Yeah.
I was thinking about our past stories, right?
Mm-hmm.
Between like us three, and to be honest, I couldn't really think of anything.
Thanks.
But I remembered. This doesn't really have anything to do with Zach, I think.
Oh, thank you so
But
much.
it was the rubber called Tobias.
Yeah.
It was the
Oh.
purple rubber dinosaur.
Yep.
And I remembered this because yesterday when I went shopping at Kmart, I saw Tobias,
Did you buy
20
Tobias?
of them, 20 of Tobias.
Did you buy Tobias?
He was too expensive.
So
We need a backstory on
That's
Tobias.
funny. So essentially, the story of Tobias is Tobias was a purple eraser I got because the school gives out Target vouchers to the poor kids.
Do they? I didn't know that.
Wait, really? Why did I get one? I want one.
You're not fucking poor.
Yeah, but I want a Target voucher.
And it's like, so pretty much in form assembly at the start of the year, like all of the broke ass kids will just come up and
didn't know you were
give you a
broke-ass
Target
kid.
voucher, which is kind of embarrassing when everyone sees you receiving it, but clearly you guys didn't realize.
I had no.
I no, but they would think they were getting a prize or something.
Yeah, but
Well, here's
it's
your
just a
prize for
voucher
being
so that
fucking
you can like.
disadvantaged.
No, but they wouldn't say it. They would say like they could cover it up by like, say you got good scores or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the school just gets given them by an organization and they give them out to the poor kids, but they're so you can buy stationery and shit. So I went to Target to buy all my stationery and I saw this purple dinosaur eraser and I was like, yeah, I'm getting this. This is sick. And I named it Tobias and then I brought it to school, introduced everyone to my fucking eraser.
He literally adopted it as a fucking pet.
And
was a
then
class
we
pet.
started like filming slow-mo videos of Tobias falling off various things.
I remember.
Didn't Tobias get like an Instagram account at one point?
They had an Instagram account dedicated to him falling off trees.
Oh yeah, it was just called Tobias Falls. Yeah, there was a video. They were all slow motion. There was one where he fell off a tree. There was one where he fell off a urinal.
It was like a bin as
there was
well.
one where he fell into a bin.
And then
So
at one
stupid.
point, you just started burning Tobias.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I made a
I
YouTube
saw
video.
it.
I made a YouTube video for Tobias where it was like to the tune. It was like a stop motion video to the tune of Pink Panther. It was like,
I remember
doo-doo,
that.
and he just moved like a bit every time it went doo-dum, 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 doo-dum. And then at the end it was my fan, which I'd drawn a face on. My fan was named
Simon.
And it was just like a text-to-speech generated conversation between Simon and the fan. And then I just burnt Simon with a lighter.
You mean Tobias?
Then I just burnt Tobias with a lighter. And
You were not allowed to use the eraser, so you just bought the eraser for no purpose because every
yeah,
time
because
you
you
wanted
can't
to
use it because that's slowly murdering Tobias.
but they ended up burning him.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened to him. I think.
No, I feel like you lost him or something.
Yeah, I probably did. He was probably. Oh, I might still have him somewhere, but I doubt it. Yeah, but that's the story of Tobias.
Yeah, well, anyways.
Oh wait, actually no. One thing that's got to be brought up is we had a court battle, which is fully on video of the custody battle for Tobias.
I
After
remember
some sexual assault
Because I was
allegations took
really
place.
annoyed that Tobias was a thing between you two because you went shopping to get Tobias at the same time and I wanted some involvement. So I was like, can I become Tobias's dad? And then Trent, who's never going to know he's been mentioned, he's like, no, I'm Tobias's dad. And we had a court battle between me and Trent over who's the proper
And
dad.
the whole thing is on video. Zach was called Mr. File.
Why?
Because you were the allegations were that you had touched him in a sexual way.
I remember this.
You did.
This is too much to explain. That I can't even remember all of it. So we'll put this up somewhere on one of the
It'll be on our
socials.
Instagram.
Do you have
Yeah.
a website?
We
have a
do
website.
have a domain name. That's it.
You have-
www.zacandgus.com. It says you can buy it, but
Yeah, I
actually
remember.
we have it.
I went on it, and then it just came up with this blue page thing, and it was like, purchase this to something, website or something.
Yeah, and it's like, well, fuck you. We actually paid $10 for this. So, additionally, before we got into the tangent of Tobias, that sleepover, that one sleepover at Angus's house, do you remember what happened at about 10 o'clock that night?
I do not. Oh wait, no. Me and Hugh wanted to go to Coles.
Yeah. Hugh and Angus wanted to go to literally get Pepsi from Corio Coles.
And this is the middle of the night in Corio. There probably weren't buses running, so we would have had to walk.
So that's the thing.
Wait, we didn't end up going, did we?
No, you did. So what
What?
happened was you guys wanted to catch the last bus in, and we're going to have to walk out. And one of you were being lazy and did not make the bus. So you both walked 40 minutes. This was 10 o'clock at night to get a Pepsi from Coles. You walked 40 minutes there, and I'm alone in Geelong's dirtiest
I'm pretty
suburb.
pretty sure it was a 20-minute walk there, not a 40
Okay, well then it would have been 20 there, 20
Yeah,
back.
40 minutes total.
And you didn't get there in time, and Coles had closed.
Oh, what did we do? Surely we got something.
You walked back, and like I can remember
walked
Why do
back
I
waiting.
have
without
no
getting-
memory of this?
It happened.
Yeah, I don't
I
really.
did not-
I don't
did you
remember
drug
it either.
me?
What?
Was I on weed or something?
Oh yeah, I slipped you a roofie. Slipped you a roofie and fucked you in the Coles car
What
park.
the fuck?
There are some.
I have no memory of this. I do not remember this. I don't think. Well, I was crazy, man. I was like.
Did we
real wild.
actually walk all the way there and back and not even get a
Well,
thing?
you
'Cause
guys.
we could have gone to 7-Eleven.
Well, maybe you got it from. All I remember was Coles was closed by the time you got there. Maybe you got it
Did
from
we come
7-Eleven.
back with the Pepsi though?
I don't remember. I feel like you didn't.
Well, it had to be something else other than Coles. I think it was you guys that went.
Nah.
I have no idea.
There is no way I was ever walking alone in Corio. I was a scaredy cat.
There
It
was
was
no way that
definitely
I
you.
would go there just for one Pepsi. I would get at least.
Mate, you did.
I would get at least two.
Okay, maybe we got 2 Pepsis. Anyway.
I've got one other thing. We also often used to head to Melbourne as the three of us.
Yes. Yes, we did.
And-
yeah, we did. I think.
I can remember one significant time Hugh was being an absolute prick and wanted to get a good photo from a tall building.
I think I remember
I
this,
remember
yeah.
this.
And Hugh, because at this point Angus had kind of started exploring Melbourne more. We knew Melbourne better than Hugh did.
Yeah.
And Hugh was like, find me a building that I can get to the top of. And we're like, well, we can do a Eureka Sky Deck. So we walk over there and it's like $20. And Hugh's like, nah. So we're walking through the CBD and we're like, do we want to go on a car park, like one of those multi-level car parks? And Hugh is like, nah, that's not high enough. So we find
Did
this...
we end up walking across like the whole Melbourne searching for like places we could just
Yeah,
go through?
and we found this alleyway with a building in it. And the building literally said on the door, staff only, do not enter. And Angus goes, oh, this will work. and we
I remember this.
and we climb up like about 7 flights of stairs. And then we get to an elevator and we're like, I'm like not going in, but we're all... You two are keen. So we end up going in. And the creepiest fucking elevator music plays on the elevator. And we get to the top and there are no fucking windows.
There's no windows, and there was like a gate for prison jail thing.
Yes.
It was like a prison gate thing, and he's like, if you enter it, you will get shanked.
Not...
So-
it
It didn't say that on the gate.
No,
but,
but he felt that. He gave that vibe. You
For anything in Hugh's life, it's if you do it, you might get shanked.
know?
was that
Why do I
also...
sound such like a Chinese tourist from where you say? Like,
You are.
how was I a Chinese tourist after being here for 8 years back then?
Mate, you are literally trying to find a building to take a photo of.
Was that the day that I recorded that video where we all rolled in the grass?
Yes.
Yeah, I reckon
yes,
so.
We did roll in the grass.
And Zach didn't want to roll. Yeah, Zach didn't want to
Yeah,
roll in
'cause
the
you were
grass, so
being-
we
he was being a
fucking
little puss.
we pushed him over.
Yeah, I remember that. I was an
forced him.
absolute
You
little
were
weakie.
such a like. I remember. Oh,
Far out. We have one thing that's propping up Hugh's phone so I can see if he's still recording or not, and he keeps whacking it.
I remember explicitly, like, or not explicitly thinking, but I remember me thinking to myself at some time, I was like, man, Zac is such a fucking pussy. Like, just at some random time,
Looking back, I don't argue with it.
No, but I think it was like right before I slept, I was just on my bed, and then suddenly I was just thinking of like school, and I'm like, man, this guy is such a pussy. I was thinking of it, and like I was like, you know what? If one day he stops, like he would never stop being a pussy. But I was like, you know, this guy's, you know, is a good guy, right? Invited me to my own house to do
To record a podcast.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right.
Do you have anything, Gus?
I don't have anything.
I have
more.
one thing.
You got one more thing?
I have one more thing.
We love it.
I remember that during year 8 in one of our classes together, Zac was pissing me off for I don't know why. I don't know why you were pissing me off, but I decided that it would be a real good idea to just up and stab you in the head with the pen. Like, the pen. And it was like real...
I have no memory of this.
No, I like kind of like held your hair by my hand and stabbed you just on the head with like a blue ballpoint pen.
Fuck, you're a bad person.
I know.
Actually, no, I mean, Angus and I, we forgot to bring this
blood?
up.
No, it didn't draw any blood. It was like really blunt.
We had
What happened?
a joke with all three of us, but mainly inflicted on Hugh.
Oh yeah.
The capital of Thailand.
Let's not talk about that. I feel like if you guys didn't do that, I would have an extra 3 inches right now.
So what we would
It
do...
doesn't affect your dick size. It just affects your fertility. You're never gonna be able to have
shit.
kids.
So what we would do
shit.
is if Hugh was ever in a vulnerable position...
This makes us sound like way worse people than Hugh, by the way.
I know. We would just go, oh, Hugh, what's the capital of Bangkok? Fully knowing...
Bangkok?
Oh, what's the capital...
What's the capital of Bangkok?
What's the capital of Thailand? Fully knowing he knew what was coming, and then one of us would just go for his balls.
And it wasn't like... I think it might have started off as like a joke punch in the balls, but it got pretty serious.
Jaden started doing it as well.
Yeah, we got other people onto it, of course. We were
All I
influencers.
remember is one vivid time, like at the front of the school, near where the bus stops were, Hugh just rolling on the ground.
We got you in significant pain.
If my kids have birth defects,
Mate, that's
if one of
assuming
my
you're going to
kids
have
get Down
kids at this
syndrome or
point.
autism, I'm going to find you and I will slay you. I will slay your ball sack. I will like cut it off and cook it.
Weird
I mean, Hugh,
delicacies.
since we inflicted that damage on you, have you had any problem producing the
The liquid.
the cream?
I think
I'm just trying to think of a better way to say it than
People on
just
boats.
come. Can you come here?
This is a bad episode.
Yes, I can come, Angus. And also, I think maybe by knocking it, you know how massage works? How like, you know, they push your shoulders and shit, and it increases blood flow.
Ah, you think we
banging it-
helped you?
By banging it quite a few times.
So next
I
time
think
you
it
get with a
increased the
chick, do you want
comfort.
us to come over and go, oi, Hugh, what's the capital of Thailand?
No. It hurts, but maybe it's like a massage, you know, it hurts. and
So
increases
yeah,
blood
you
flow,
gotta
this
have
increases
some
comfort.
pain to get some good. So really,
Yeah,
we were
no
doing
pain,
a good thing.
No gain. So now I feel like I'm coming more, you know.
All right. So one last thing, Hugh. You've eaten noodles raw.
This was something that you decided to not bring up until right before we recorded.
This was one of the main subjects of the first episode of the podcast when we really had nothing to talk about. Not that we've come
Yeah.
far from there, but
We've gone from not having anything to talk about and admitting it to pretending that we do have things to talk about.
Wow,
yeah.
I
But in the
remember
first episode where we were talking about me eating chorizo raw, I was like, well, it's not as bad as people who eat noodles raw because I've definitely seen people do that. Hugh,
It's not that bad.
how many times have you eaten noodles
Well,
raw?
I do remember when I listened to you guys talking about this on the episode, I immediately clicked off to listen to the new K-pop album by BTS.
Oh, you're
So
fucking horrible.
I was like, you know, this is something that I do not want to discuss, but I admit that I have eaten noodles raw. It was once because there was no
Do you
water.
put the flavoring on?
He did it once. I don't even
No.
think we're qualified to ask him at this point.
I did it once, but then because I did it once, I started looking for more, and I found these snacks which are meant to be deliberately eaten. It was like the noodle snacks.
Noodle
And-
snacks.
Yeah, they were deliberately to be eaten. They had flavoring like in the noodle,
Ah.
and you're not supposed to put them in water.
Ah, I
But
see.
the first time I did it, it's because I had no hot water, and I didn't want to boil any water to eat my 2-minute noodles. So I
That's-
just opened the
Wait a
packet.
second. You boil the water regardless. Like, you always use boiling water. You don't use hot water. How do you cook your noodles?
No, like, I put it in a bowl. Like, you put the flavoring and the noodle, and then you put boiling water in it, and then you cover the top or whatever, and you just wait for it.
Yeah,
So
that's
you
what
couldn't
I do.
be fucked making
Yeah, I couldn't
boiling
be
water.
fucked
So you
boiling
ate
the water.
it raw.
Yeah, so I was just like, I'll just eat the noodles this.
Disgusting.
And then how I did it is I didn't sprinkle the flavoring. I put it in a plate, like on a plate, and I had the whole nuggets, the whole block of noodles, and I will like kind of swish it around like in the plate, and I'll just eat it like that.
This is disgusting.
All right.
How is it disgusting?
I think that about wraps up this episode.
What a
my
lovely
God.
episode. You know what? I don't think there'll be another episode. We love you, but
Look,
you know,
I'd
if
say
you guys make it like to 2 million average listeners, I would request.
then
demand,
you will have to beg us to get on.
I demand that right now you say yes. I will be back.
I have 50% of the vote and Angus has 50% of the vote.
You
and
can feature on an episode, but you cannot be the main guest.
I just wanted to say no. So that means whatever you said is lowered.
He can call in.
He can call in and we might take the call if we want.
What? But if I call you, I'll be from like China, and all you hear was like.
If something relevant to Hugh appears on an episode,
We may consider getting him on.
Oh, that is quite good to be actually.
all right, that wraps up this episode. See you next week, guys.
That brings us to the end of yet another Zac and Gus episode.
You can catch up anytime in your podcast feeds or on YouTube.
Just search Zac and Gus, as you would know because you've made it to the end of an episode.
Yep, you probably know our names by now. You'd hope so.
You'd hope. Maybe you confuse Zac and Angus. Where is this Zac and Angus? But if you've listened to this, Zac and Gus, you can also contact us anytime using the show email, zacandgusshow@gmail.com.
Or you can hit us up on Instagram at Zac and Gus or at our Facebook page, Zac and Gus.
That's it for this week. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a show from us.
And we'll see you next week.